Hello students, welcome to YourPedia Education. I am Jitendra Tyagi. As all of you know that we have launched one NPTEL book containing many important relevant questions for your GATE exam. So here we have a sample for electronics engineering. Okay, this is our book for electronics engineering. So for all branches we have such books, and you can call for our executives or you can visit the website of YourPedia Education, okay, and you can ask for this type of books in all branches, right. And this book is containing different questions from different NPTEL assignments of all different professors of IITs, okay, and this is a very good collection. So if we talk about this electronics book, we have in content section we can see control system, okay, then network analysis, EDC, analog electronic signal system, communication, okay, EMFT, microprocessor, digital and digital electronics, mathematics, okay. So these are the main subjects which we have covered in this books for electronics and communication GATE paper, okay. It will help you a lot. So now my subject is engineering mathematics. So here I am going to take one sample example from NPTEL assignments, right, so that you may get idea that how these questions are useful for GATE exam, because in GATE exam also we get similar kind of questions, okay. So let us see our first question. This is from our book, chapter name calculus, question number 22, right. So just read this question and try to solve it, and then I am going to explain you the solution, okay. So you try, you recall the formula or concept, okay. So now let me explain you the method, the formula, important formula which you must remember, and how to solve this question using that formula, okay. So there is one formula that is called Newton's formula, okay, Leibniz rule actually, okay, Newton's Leibniz rule for differentiation under integral sign, okay. We generally know this by the name of Leibniz rule, okay. So here you can write down, it is Leibniz rule, okay, Leibniz rule for differentiation under integral sign, differentiation under integral sign, okay. So all GATE aspirants must remember this formula, this is very important, okay, integral sign. So in most simple form I am going to tell you, just remember this formula directly. So if we have a integral of function f, okay, that is function of t dt, so we are going to integrate function ft with respect to t, but in limits we have another variable, say x, or any functions of x in the lower limit as well as upper limit. So here we have variable x in the limits, but we are integrating it with respect to t, okay. So this is the important integral. Now we can see that since limits are in terms of x, so final integral will be in terms of x, because limits are in terms of x. So finally this is the one function of x, actually any function of x, we may also call it as gx, suppose gx equal to this, right. Now we want to differentiate this with respect to x, since it is function of x, final integral is function of x, so we can differentiate also it with respect to x. So now we are going to differentiate it, so d upon dx of this with respect to x, we want to calculate this result. So one method is that you integrate ft and then you put the limits, both the limits, and then you will get a function of x, and then you directly differentiate that function x with respect to x, you will get the result. But sometime this function may be complex type of function whose differentiation or whose integration may be difficult to solve, okay. So directly we can do one thing, we know that differentiation is easy as compared to integration, okay. So what we can do here, equal to, just differentiate this upper limit with respect to x. So psi dash x, this is function psi, so psi dash x, this is the differentiation of upper limit, okay, with respect to x, multiplied by this function where argument t is replaced by this upper limit, so f of psi of x, okay, then minus a differentiation of this lower limit with respect to x, so phi dash x multiplied by now we replace this argument t by the lower limit phi x, okay, so it is f of phi of x. So this is the formula. In using this formula, we need not to compute the integral, okay. Without computing the integral of ft, we can directly solve this problem, okay, because differentiation is easier to calculate as compared to integral. So please, all of you, all GATE aspirants, you have to remember this formula, very important formula. Now we can apply this formula in this question, okay. So what is this question? It is 1 to x square, where our limit is 1 to x square, okay, and this function is of t, t to the power 3 by 2, e to the power 4 by t, this is the function of t, okay, and we have to evaluate the the differentiation of this, okay, because f dash 2 we have to compute. So first we will compute f dash x. So this f dash x, okay, f dash x को कैसे compute कर सकते हैं? This f dash x equal to, so derivative of this upper limit, derivative of x square, so it will be 2x multiplied by, now we will replace this t from x square, okay, in place of t we will put x square, so t is x square, so x square to the power 3 by 2, okay, x square की power में 3 by 2, so it will become x cube, actually x cube, okay, into e to the power 4 upon t, so 4 upon x square, e to the power 4 divided by x square, this, okay, then minus, now derivative of 1 with respect to x, which will be 0, 1 constant है, इसका differentiation 0 आ जाएगा, right? So this is the resultant, f dash x equal to this one, okay. Now f dash 2, they are asking for f dash 2, so we will put x equal to 2 here, okay. So what is the answer? F dash 2 equal to, this is 2 raised to the power 5, okay, 32, or e to the power 4 upon 4, so e to the power 1, so e, so 32e, so D is the right answer. If you know this formula, this problem is very easy. If you don't know the formula, it will be very difficult for you to compute this. So this is very important formula, that is why, okay, because this integral is not so easy to compute. Okay students, so we have got questions from Leibniz rule in GATE exam, okay, during our previous years. So there is a possibility that you may get questions from this, okay, so please prepare this topic, Leibniz rule, okay, very important, and this is the only formula required to be remembered, and this can also be useful in terms of limits. In limit problem also, sometime we have to use L-Hospital rule. So in L-Hospital rule, we have to differentiate the numerator and denominator, okay, sometime when we get 0 by 0 form. So in numerator we may have such expression like this one, okay, this one, okay, in numerator we may have such expression, so we may require to differentiate those expressions, right? So remember, in limit problem also, if you are getting two different variables, okay, there is some integral, two different variables, one is limit, one is in integrand, so there is a possibility that this rule may work, so please immediately use that, okay. So now in next video we will discuss some other questions from our NPTEL assignments booklet, and you will get idea about questions, and the main point is that there is high coincidence between the GATE questions and NPTEL assignment questions. So every student who want to clear GATE exam, who want to get a good rank, good score, they must solve all the questions of NPTEL assignments. Okay, you can solve by finding the different assignments on internet also, but that will require more time. Okay, it will need much time to search for relevant questions because there are a lot of data available. But okay, to save your time, this is one book which will help you a lot, because every important question we have collected here, right? So now I am ending this video. We will meet in the next video. All the best.